Well, horribleness aside, as I had promised, so the internet gods are willing, it seems that they are willing at the moment, we'll be back and playing some more, nice and easily. Making our way into the Ashen Lands. So at least the plan goes. Well, I will enjoy the fact that I'm fat, happy. Okay, you go down far too fast. Now, whenever you go into a new area, it's always going to be somewhat dangerous, to put it mildly. Oh, never really. Well, yeah, there's an obvious upper limit to how long you can actually hold your breath, but I would like to point out. God damn it, could you game? Stop it. Well, like what is actually a good question. Yes, Danan, you most definitively are going to regret this. Okay, so you're telling me I need to use Frida for this one. Frida has the same damage type as Adol, which is kinda annoying. You need to be in because you need to kill the extra monsters, so we're gonna change you around. Yes. Let One-san handle that. One-san is pretty good at handling this. Not even lying. She's pretty good at handling this. Okay, that is an annoying ability you have there. Not even gonna lie. Let's see here. Yeah. Hello, on Twitter. Could you kindly follow me back? Ah, sure. I'll do it after the stream because, well, right now timing is rather poor, but well, thank you nonetheless. I shall do just that. Just, you know, probably not a bad idea to remind me of it a bit closer to the end, because, well, there's a good chance that my brain will have completely forgotten about it, because my brain works in such menacingly nice ways. Nothing personal, mind you, it's just... I've got to yet level another skill, well, fuck me. Another skill I will have to level up, slowly but slowly. At some point I should probably sit down and, you know, just get a lot more of the skill mastery done on my own time. Because let's be honest here, that's not really something that is too entertaining to watch, to be fair. But I mean, you know, technically speaking, it is part of the game. So these monsters do surprisingly nice amounts of damage to me. Probably because I couldn't actually afford the new armors yet. That's going to slow my progress down. Somewhat fiercely, isn't it? But we do level up like a motherfucker, thanks to these assholes. Okay, let's make sure we're not actually leaving the area just yet. Would rather like to finish my exploration first. Actually, does this count as a dungeon or not? No, it doesn't. So we don't even need to change out our artifact to here. That's good. However, if memory serves, this area is rather large, so it's probably gonna take us a while to get it all done. Auto healing. Such a beautiful little thing, I must admit. Especially because it has a tendency to get faster the longer you wait. How much did I say we needed for a complete set of armor for everybody? I think I said something like 50,000, 55,000 was it? I don't remember off the top of my head. But well, I'm sure it's somewhere along this line, so as soon as we reach 60,000 so we can probably relatively safely go back and getting yourself some more armor. Because let's be honest here, the damage output we have is pretty good. Not gonna complain about that very much, but what I am going to complain about is the amount of damage we take in turn. Which is not good. Not good at all. Rising Slash level 2. Good, we're getting there. Actually, can't we make amethysts from purple stones? I'm relatively certain we can. Okay, so now we have the distinct pleasure of having to decide where to go next. Welcome back, little strategy. How was break time? Did you manage to get the ticket? Indeed. I ventured out onto the cold evening snow, and well, after freezing my butt off a little bit, I managed to get to the store. I told them who I was, told them that there's supposed to be something for me here. They gave me a nice little envelope. I looked inside. Yes, there's a ticket in there, which is pretty awesome, so I have the ticket. And I also managed to get myself a sandwich, so now I'm fat, watered, and internet willing, more than capable of lasting another hour or so. Or two. Yeah, all is well. And honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm looking actually forward to this, I'll admit. Not only does it allow me to do something interesting for once, like, well, for once is a bit of a, you know, misleading statement. Something unusual, rather, for once. And we're talking about a movie instead of, well, games and shit, which is rather interesting. But the sheer novelty of the event actually has me somewhat stoked, I'll admit. I'll admit openly. Now the problem is we kinda need to use Frida, and even with the enhanced damage, we do still take damage like a motherfucker without the armor, so that is indeed something I need to keep in mind, and I need to deal with relatively soon. Yes. Let's quickly go into the next area. Because if memory serves, the Ashen Lands, or the Ashen Forest, to be more precise, is actually a relatively large area. And it takes a good bit of time to explore. And there are the monsters we need to kill with the maze. So as soon as we find said monsters, we're gonna use said maze, but minus 100 defense is a really, really big, oh shit, moment. Indeed, it is something that I can basically just do out of pure, undulated, just pleasure. Well, apart from the fact it's going to utilize German subtitles, which is, I mean, you know, maybe they actually got better. Maybe, you know, if they're going so far so short on the fucking big screen, they will actually for once care enough to make it decent. Because you could absolutely make decent German subtitles for anime, mind you, and it's not the language that is the problem. The language is vast. The language absolutely allows for that. It's more problem of the people involved. Is so far my best guess, because otherwise, you know, some things just wouldn't happen. But oh well, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to, you know, to talking about it. Of course. Because I thought I should at least get something for the most generous of people that actually allow me to do so. Because as I said, from my point of view, that is a amount of spending I'm not, at least not for the moment, easily able to do. It is what it is. I mean, to be fair now, I can't really complain about this too much when you think about it, because technically speaking, I of course choose to go this way and do it like this, instead of, you know, immediately looking for another job. So, to be fair, my complaints are somewhat hollow in that particular regard. Not gonna lie. Ah, look, it's the big dragon again. Well, that at least explains how Adol actually, well, traveled across the river. Which is a pretty fair point, and Adol is definitely not gonna say no to riding on a fucking dragon. In fact, he's gonna be like, yay, dragon riding. Immediately starts questioning it. What is this? Why is it? How can it fly? I'm just like, climb on its back? Yes, yes. Yes, yes, I would very much like to do so. Man, these motherfuckers must be worth quite a lot of XP considering how fucking often we're leveling up here. Jesus Christ. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think either in the next area, whatever it was called. Shit, I didn't want to progress there. That's the enemies we need to look for. Now the problem is all of the side quests in regards to weapon testing usually force you to fight against the big enemies. I think the first one was killing the giant boars, the second one had you kill the giant crocodiles. So usually every single time you're forced to fight something that is considered one of the big enemies in the field. And since we are now running into the big enemy that is specific to this particular area, the new area we are now in, yeah, consider that's going to be a pain. And I do mean a royal fucking pain. Well, especially if the character who has to actually kill them has a minus 100 to their death state. Meaning they're going to take damage like a motherfucker. It's kinda, you know, what I try to very politely indicate here. Our future is not going to be an easy time. But oh, sure, 3 ropes plus 3. Those 3 ropes are the items we kinda try to buy, isn't it? I think at least. Yeah, it's the new one. This one has plus 3. It has heal, it has speed, and it has freeze protection. Ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. Ugh. Now, coming from outside, actually, for a moment I thought like, hey, you know what, technically speaking my apartment isn't actually that cold yet, but well, right now that I'm sitting down here, I realize that that illusion is kinda waning. I'd have to get myself a nice hot tea or something in a bit. But that is something I actually have not prepared. Just yet. It hurts. But at least with the new weapons, I must admit our damage output is absolutely where it needs to be. I don't see any problem with us having to deal with the enemies damage-wise, at least. Not so much when it comes to other such nice aspects, like, for example, surviving long enough. I wonder, which level did I actually end up being while beating it the last time? I know that I did a basically second run on easy, if memory serves, I'm pretty sure at least, because I had stupidly missed some achievement that I kinda wanted to have that much. I do faintly remember. I think I ended on level 60 or something. So basically at this point we are half the way there. Which should give you a nice and somewhat okay interpretation of how far into the game we have been going. A bit over the halfway mark basically, and that is a relatively realistic mistake if my memory is not completely wrong. Damn, you missed there though. You really shouldn't. Of course, the game is going to be sufficiently much longer if you actually decide to do a lot of the extra stuff you can do. Including, but not limited, to such nice things as, oh, I don't know, mastering all the skills and shit. Which you absolutely can do, mind you. It's a legit way to waste your time. Ooh, yeah, there's actually a quest for undead, involving an undead here later on. Now, I think the last time I didn't found it in me, motivational wise, to waste just that much time to level up all the individual skills, but I mean, maybe I'm gonna keep it as a bit of a side project for my own time. Maybe. We shall see, one way or another. Are we connected to anything yet? No. So this is another new area. All of this is because basically the area splits up in different parts. There is basically sub-areas, I suppose is a better way of saying it. So some of these parts are the marshland, others are the miasmic road, and so on and so forth. That's just a little. I say just. They do a lot of damage though. And they have a weakness for Pierce, and I don't think we have anyone with Pierce on our team right now. Yeah. It should not really necessarily be too much of a problem on fucking normal, mind you, but you know how it is with should not, could not, would not. Yes, many people have deemed that to be a reasonable statement and then failed rather horribly. What are you? Another rather deadly creature. Why is every creature in this fucking area so fucking deadly? You might wonder. Well, the answer is because it's a new area. 25,000. So basically a little bit below the halfway point monetary-wise to what we would need in order to buy the armor sets. Actually, we now need less because we technically already have one. Peril, just stay still and heal. I know you're poisoned, but you know, believe in yourself and your ability to out-heal with poison. So I think the sorcery ropes here now actually do some healing for him. It's one of those effects you really, technically speaking, want to have on your armor and on your weapons. Well, on your armor in this case specifically, because, well, auto-heal. I would like to point out that would have made many the boss fights that we had recently, that at least killed us once. Not really that many, to be fair. Even easier. We could have probably saved us from that particular fate. But, well... I mean, I can't be the only one who thinks like this. It's like, okay, you have an upgrade system for your weapons, but I'm going to change my weapons out every single town I get to. Doesn't really seem like a good investment to use precious materials to upgrade a weapon that I'm just going to replace over and over again. In fact, it makes me usually want to wait until I get somewhat close to the best weapons in the game that I can get my hands on. To use those exclusively upgrade-wise. Might not be the most ideal scenario, to be fair, but I mean, it's not like it doesn't work. Also, I already hate the marshlands and they're kind of fucking annoying me. Especially with tough enemies. Especially with tough enemies. This does not bode that well now, does it? Where do you go? You go further in there. Still kinda not finished exploring the marshlands. Or to be more precise, this particular part of the marshlands, to be fair. Marshlands are quite a bit bigger, yet still. These level ups come fast still. Good state experience at least. There's still not a big enemy of the area though. Somewhat worried about what will happen when we meet them. Okay, so this... it's 2 exits already. Thinking there's gonna be another one, isn't there? The game's like, well, you know, if you ask me like this, well, sure, I can provide you with another exit that you might wanna get there. Now I gotta delve in and see where it leads. Take that game. I don't want to, in all honesty. Touch the light. That's a strange vision. Seems to be much less of a, you know, classical harsh to memory. Well, it seems he at least has some skills to his name. Okay, let's see what we can do down here then. Guess there's only one way to find out if we can get through that shit. Okay, do we need somebody who can do pierce damage for that, or is it just... I mean, you can't even hit them apparently. Okay, so at least we now know that there's no way forward here. At least not for the moment. Which means we have one way there and one way there. And if you look at this in contrast, there's the gold, the ruined kingdom. Okay, so maybe we'll go over there first. Find out what's there. Like, don't mind me, I'm just passing by. No reason to bother yourself with me, I'm just a nice little passerby. Totally innocent. We found a little base. Shadow attempt. Sounds like a good plan, as far as I'm concerned. Dopes, you say? So Gott, keiner doubts if what he's doing is actually a good thing. Okay, so this is definitely the way forwards then. There's, I believe, no doubt possible. Because usually you put stuff like this up as a bit of a halfway point, meaning that the other ways would probably be better to explore first. Let's see here, journal quests. Do you tell me? And then there's a quick question. Madogra Slav. Yeah, we haven't really met one yet, so it's kind of what I figured. Like shadowy people, but you know, they have stuff to do, places to be, enemies to slay, in this case actually particular. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. I can tell you as much. That looks like the thing I'm trying to slay. Extreme Death Mace! That was 650. Wow, that's gonna be a royal pain in the ass to do. Wow, I get fucking annihilated by these motherfuckers. That's brutal. I need to find a good way of doing this. And especially I would like to find one that's not in the water, that slows my fucking movement, because ouch. I've seen some ouch in my time. That was quite the ouch. Holy shit. I wonder if they have any fucking reasonable weakness or so we can use against them. How's it in my journal now? Of course not, I would have to defeat one of you motherfuckers in order to have you in my journal, wouldn't we? Because at the moment I'll be quite praying there's no way we can beat this if these motherfuckers eat like half of a fucking health in one bloody fucking hit. And we don't even have the necessary movement. To move as we would normally. Here's the old capital, I suppose. Yeah, at that particular damage rate, I would very, very politely point out that killing 5 of those is going to be just a little bit of a challenge. Let me say it like that. Okay. This has to somewhat, because this is the other entrance into the Ashen Forest, so there must be a bit more an area here. I don't think we can actually get into the capital city any other ways through the camp. At least so I fucking hope. Oh yeah, those and regular things. It will require some healing and stuff. If we actually take them on. With some very fine management. Even with Soul Breaker, eh? Hey, this is getting fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Jesus Christ. You just look at the amount of fucking damage this motherfucker takes. Right, I've been heavied. Yeah, it's just say even I realized the limitations of my doings, so put it mildly. Yeah, so need a certain certain limit to my prowess. I wonder if we run that far away, the thing will still have not regained itself, then we could potentially kill one of them. And that already would be a story we could potentially tell our grandchildren about. Especially true if I have to kill 5 of them. That would be the one very special case. I'm still at full health. No, still at the reduced health. Fucking shit. For fuck's sake. I really don't want to leave the area without fucking finishing it off now that it is that fucking low on health. How many more items of these particular variant do I have? Healing items, no items, probably all the way at the top, aren't they? Yeah, 5 more of those. You can probably stay here and heal. Seriously though, those things, bit annoying, I'll be quite fair, yeah. I'll actually dip you in. You have no weakness, of course, and you're level fucking 42. And you're now just a mild little 10 or so levels above me. I guess we can do it the coward's way. It's stunned, kill it! It's not any longer stunned, run away! I don't think you can attack me at this range. Because the lady, of course, takes an absurd amount of damage every single time she's engaging anything, because, well, the weapon right now reduces her death by -100. Just basically all the death she ever had. And now, fun times. Now I do remember that the man Madogra Slave actually does drop some rather nice things, rarely. Which makes it all the more a shame. But they are right now such a bitch to kill. Truly a bit of a shame, isn't it? Truly a bit of a shame indeed. Well, everybody leveled up from that. Like, yeah. Considering everything else, kinda understandable, isn't it? The game's like, I'll now do it like, you know, 4 more times. Because, you know, low. That's why. Well, let's at least use the opportunity to do some exploring and maybe find a shortcut to here, because that one is at least better positioned than the alternative one. Because there's at least some space here for me to actually maneuver and run away when I'm getting fucking fucked over again. An ancient halberd +5. And you have a... yeah, that's the old generation of weapons, isn't it? Okay, so before we go down here, we're gonna explore the rest of the area. See if there's any more nasties. This particular variant sitting around and waiting for us to... well, eating us, basically. I guess then we have to kinda sit down and camp the motherfucking Mandragora herself. I mean, to be fair, leveling wise, it's probably gonna be very good for us. I have no doubt in my mind about that. But the sheer annoyance of it all. It's gonna bite me. It's gonna bite me pretty fucking hard, I must say. But the good thing is, so long as we actually don't control the little lady, she is not actually going to fucking die, even though she, by all means, well, should. Well, there's at least some hope there. Not a great amount of it, but... yo, Stogie again. Yeah, okay, so that explains why Dogi is not around, isn't it? Or doesn't it? Well, I mean, at least he's not shipwrecked. He might have been thrown into, you know, jail once or twice, but she always came out again, so, you know, the problem kind of solved itself. One should always look on the bright side. Okay, so there's nothing on here. This is the way we came from. Let's look on the other map then. Yeah, there we can't cross through here. This way will lead down here, this way will lead down into there. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And this leads forward to more areas. Okay, let's put this into context then for me. Yeah, this is the way from here. Well, we can't really break through here, but we can get there from the other one and then explore a little bit more here, I suppose. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Try out the other exit. Because, you know, no matter what a map might tell you, you always should at least somewhat aim for making it your own priority, to make it so that it's all in your head and makes sense. That is of course also going to bring us once again very, very close to the motherfucking now definitively respawned little fucktard creature. Told you so. Okay, and this leads back to here. This is the way forward. Now the main problem we have if we deal with this motherfucker basically you have to make sure that you avoid all of the attacks, otherwise you're kinda screwed. And since wasting my healing items is not really something I consider to be worthwhile. Dude, stop being cursed for a second there at all. That would kinda help. Do I have something against it? Yeah, I have 3 of them, that's not much. Just let me guess, this prevents me actually from fucking healing. It's surprising little in the way of actually, you know, damage we're doing on this motherfucker. Can I have anything else? I can use a greater spades. It doesn't really seem that way, does it now? Oh ho ho ho. Now then, heal thyself. Slowly, ever so surely. Because I want to at least kill 2 of them before we continue. Or correctly, 2 more of them. I mean, you know, ladies, if you want to go in and do some damage to it, I'm not stopping you from that. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. I mean, seriously, consider how much in the way of HP we actually do have. How little that helps to keep us safe. That's quite amazing statistic-wise. Just saying, you know, I'm just saying. Oh, fuck you, game. I fucking avoided that. You know I fucking did. Seriously, game. I'm gonna play like this. Oh, fuck you, I'm gonna play later then. After we manage to get a few more levels, because, well... it's a bit painful. Alright, we can't actually pass through there, can we? And we can't actually pass through the other way as well, can we? But what we can do... go here. And try that little path that we haven't yet been capable of exploring. Because now that we have little Frida on our team, we should be capable of doing so. And it would really help if I could find one of these motherfuckers that actually had a... really telling me we can't. Seriously. God damn it. Okay, fair enough game, fair enough. Okay. Well, I guess the only thing that is then left for us is to actually explore the rest in this direction. I really would just like it if we had a fucking monument close by. One screen with a monument and one of these big assholes. This would be all I'm asking for. But we can definitely deal with pretty much anything else here relatively... I mean relatively easily. I think last time we went there first. This time we go here. Let's see where that leads. Ah, the third way in here, eh? Good, very good even. So we do want to collect all of the treasure chests and shit. An immovability belt. That sounds fancy, doesn't it? No, there lies we sleep. That's the precise opposite side that we were just on. Yeah, which leads back to here. So I would appreciate just a little shortcut game, just a little shortcut that I could use to, you know, making my dealings with these particular creatures just a tiny bit easier. The game's like, well, I kinda figured you would say something like this, which is precisely why I didn't set anything up for you. Would make it too easy for you, wouldn't it? Yep, fair. Kinda. Oh, there's a monument here. Yeah, so these count as the outskirts. And there's still survivors here, so I guess we have found a nice little side objective. Which might also give us a few more level ups, mind you, which would probably serve us rather well at this point. Well, that is if we could reach some of them. I see already you're not gonna make this easy for me, again. I was like, no, obviously not. Now, can we open this? Frogs in puzzle. Use the gamepad or mouse to drop stones onto the pedestal. The pedestal will sing in accordance with how much right you placed upon it. I think I got it. To be fair, when a puzzle is set up in a way that it can be, quite simply put, solved by something as majestically simple as, you know, just good old-fashioned trial and error, then who am I to say no? In fact, I'll go the opposite way and go like, yeah, that's reasonable. Let's make a save game because I don't fucking even remember what's gonna happen in there. Lots of froggies. And a chest. Actually, 2 chests. I like chests. He's a big boy. The master of the grotto, Ribi Roy. Uh-huh. Let's see how tough you are. Did you just kick me? He's like, yes, I did indeed just kick you. I think we beat him. That felt easier than dealing even with one of these motherfucking creatures. In the fucking marshlands. Learned your lesson, bitch? I see you do. The Beast King's Claws.